With sharp fangs, saggy skin, and a whip-like tail, a mysterious mummified animal discovered in Turkey has left experts baffled. The bizarre predator was discovered in an old cellar and it remains to be identified by natural history experts in the country. Archaeologists have theorized the animal may be prehistoric, while others believe it could be some kind of cat, based on its mighty incisors. Dr. Lydia McKnight, an Egyptologist and expert in animal mummies at the University of Manchester, told Mail Online, "It looks like one of the naturally mummified cats we find in Britain bricked up in chimneys, for example. The tarsal/carpal bones look long, which is diagnostic of feline species. The strange mummy is said to measure 3 feet, 1 meter, long from its nose to the tip of its tail." Dr. McKnight said, 1 meter is quite long, but if it's a species of wild cat, for example, they can be much larger than domesticates. The teeth are a bit weird, but if the soft tissues have record through the desiccation process, they may just look more pronounced. The rigid creature was recovered from a solid rock basement beneath the home of locksmith Abdullah Öztürk, from Nigd, which lies in the central Anatolia region of the country. He has since put the remains on display in the window of his shop, after experts failed to identify the animal. He told local media, "I called 2 archaeologist friends who came and examined the skeleton. They told me that it belongs to a very old species which is probably extinct, but they couldn't identify it and they didn't know which species it belonged to." Dr. Aydin Topku, natural history professor at Nigd University, said, "We are examining pictures of the skeleton and it seems to be a carnivore. But we need more time to conduct further tests. After the examinations we will be able to tell what species it belongs to and of which period of time it is. But creature's skull and the history of the area suggests it's likely a cat. This is because there is a history of cats being mummified, as well as children, in Anatolia between the 10th and 13th centuries. It is thought the unusual tradition may stretch back much further and was inspired by practices in ancient Egypt where cats were also mummified for the cat-headed goddess, Bastet. Bastet was the goddess of warfare and was depicted as part lioness, as well as domestic cat. Cats were revered in ancient Egypt, partly due to their ability to combat vermin such as mice, rats, which threatened food supplies, as well as cobras. Cats of royalty were, in some instances, known to be dressed in golden jewelry and were allowed to eat from their owners' plates. The tradition may have come to Anatolia from Egypt, Hurriyet Daily News reported. The bones of cats were used to send a message to the gods. However, it is not clear whether the mummified animal of Nigd was wrapped in bandages, like many Egyptian car mummies were.